was crowned the first Empress of San Francisco. Only 4 years earlier, in 1961, Jose had become the first openly gay candidate to run for public office in North America. Yes, from a seed planted in the city by the bay, Jose and the Imperial Court of San Francisco grew into a vibrant and strong royal oak tree, with now branches extending over Canada, Mexico, and the United States. This very year, 2015, marks the golden jubilee of that seed planted in San Francisco and what it grew into now, with chapters in over 68 cities within the United States, Canada, and Mexico. This Indiana is what you are becoming a part of, one of the oldest gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender organizations in the world, the International Imperial Court System. For the last 50 years, the court system, which was established before Stonewall, the court system has been the pioneers, trailblazers, and builders of communities, centers, organizations, pride parades, and have been in the forefront of our gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender civil rights movement. Though we are rightfully referred to as the gay Shriners or Outs of the Americas, we are much more than that. As I've said to you so many times, a community, indeed a movement, that does not know where it came from really doesn't know where it's going. Tonight we continue this proud history and legacy of the International Imperial Court System. We welcome the Sovereign Imperial Court of all Indiana and invest your new reigning monarchs. Welcome, Indiana. So before we begin the ceremony, we are very fortunate and honored to have representation from the Mother Founding Court of San Francisco. So I would like them to join the stage. The 40th elected emperor after Norton of San Francisco, and the 50th reigning elected empress, the Golden Jubilee Empress. Please welcome from San Francisco, representing the Mother Court and the legacy of our founder, Jose, Emperor 40 Bradley and Empress 50 Camara. So I think in a like a family way, this wasn't in the script, but I, having the thought, thinking of this, I would like any reigning monarch of an empire to to welcome the new monarchs that we're about to crown. So if you're a reigning monarch of an empire, yes, current reigning. Now, if you're from an empire like Portland is here, but their reigning aren't here, and you'd like to represent that empire, you can come up. But like one person, or else the reign, if there's two reigning monarchs, that's fine. But if there's one person from a monarch, an empire where the reigning, you get what I'm saying. You understand my message? No. Oh no, you don't get on the big stage. You don't have the red cape, so you're not San Francisco. No, starting right there. Yeah, like if you're like Las Vegas, but you're not reigning, but you're representing out. Is that correct? Bingo. Oh, you're reigning. That's right. So you're but you're yes, but you're representing. You're Houston, Texas. You're Portland. There you go. And you're reigning. Ay, mi comadres, and the chichis look good. Kentucky, Fort Worth, Washington D.C. St. Louis, Chicago, and you too, Oklahoma, Cincinnati. Okay, kind of a little bit more, like a little bit, still in line, but a little bit gap. Perfect. So now you see, everybody, you're going to welcome them into our international course. Don't you like that touch? I kind of like that touch. Yeah. So we take a little sleeve down. Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm changing that. I want to give that later. Okay, so why don't we start? We should start immediately with the crowning. No? A performance before the crowning? Oh, see, when I get old, they don't even tell me things. So maybe bring this back up. All right, I should follow scripts. Yes, we should. Okay. So, you know, Harvey Milk said, how many of you saw the movie of Harvey Milk? Yeah, well, I would hope so. Wait a minute, raise your hands again. A lot of you should all see this movie. Anyway, Harvey Milk said a famous thing. He said, if we're not at the table, then we're at the menu, on the menu. If we're not at the table, that means the table of government or representation. If we're not at that table, we could be on the menu. That makes sense. We're very fortunate and blessed that our founder is such an historic person, and that being Jose, being, as I said, in 1961, being the first openly gay candidate to run for public office. Now think about that, 1961. Jose lived at the time of the McCarthy era, lived in a time, because it wasn't until the 1970s that homosexuality started to be made legal in states. In my own so-called progressive state of California, homosexuality was not made legal until 1976. So think about Jose and the other activists in San Francisco that went then on to Portland and so forth. And those early 1970s were out there being who they are. Yet, at a stroke of a pen of a judge or their parents, they could be committed to a mental hospital. Many were, and as I've said many times, many of my friends in the 60s and 70s were subjected to electric shock treatment just because they were homosexuals. So that's why I say you have to learn your history, that this was those times that our court system was starting to build a community. Tonight we are going to honor with our highest civil rights award, which is the International Jose Civil Rights Award, the first openly gay candidate, just like Jose was in San Francisco, the first openly gay candidate for public office in the city council of this great city. And like Jose, he's also Latino. And I was reading his biography, and his family, like my family, Jose was very involved in community activism. And this gentleman also went to the Victory Funds Institute. And by the way, he is also being honored, and so was one of his fellow alumni, and that was Mayor Ennis Parker of Houston. So it is my honor to present the International Jose Julio Sierra Award to Councilman Zach Adamson. You don't have to kiss a ring or bow or anything. Think of me as a Cinco de Mayo queen. So come over here. So here's this wonderful award, and we're also presenting you with the International Order of the Double Eagle. You can put it around in Westfield. We have one of the butch guys do that. All right, so would you like to say a few words?
It's not often that I am speechless. I don't know how many people from Indianapolis actually know me. I'm rather vocal about every situation there is, and halfway through the introduction, it started to sound a little familiar. So I thought, hey, that sounds like me. So I am absolutely speechless and honored. Like was mentioned, I am the first openly gay countywide official in the state of Indiana. Actually, not just for Indianapolis, but 85,000 votes for about 2 years after my election, about a year and a half after my election. I represented the second largest constituency group of any openly LGBT elected official in the nation, second only to Ennis Parker, who was mayor of Houston at the time, because I was elected to the countywide seat for Indianapolis. It's been an amazing ride, and Indianapolis and Indiana has really come a long way in the march toward equality and justice for the LGBT community. And exciting thing. I had no idea that any of this was even existing in the city or the state or the nation, really. But I'm extremely honored and thank you very much.
Let's go to the councilman. I understand your husband's your sister. Kristen, stand up there. You have good taste, councilman. I'm very amused. 11 years. Let's congratulate the recipient of the International. Okay. Is the representative magazine, Naval magazine? No? Yes? Well, maybe they're not here. All right. So, what's next?
What I see next is we are going to bring on the Czar and Czarina elect
Oh, you see?
with a performance.
No, let's bring this on so you can. Huh? All right, okay. I don't want to mess everything up. God knows I'm not a control freak. God, that was a good laugh too. All right, so I guess we're gonna have some. Let's take you poor guys. Who's gonna take this little thing down? Thank you. I really appreciate it. I know I'm driving you crazy. I appreciate it. Okay. So then what do I do? Okay, I
And now we'd like to excuse our heir apparent from the dais. And now we would also
You guys are coming back.
we would also like to excuse the monarchs representing the different realms from around the nation to their seats as well.